Hello, first graders. I'm Miss Udiastagi, but you can call me Miss U, and today I will be your math teacher. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to be working on today. So here is the PowerPoint that I have prepared for us today. And let me move my screen over here so you can see the cool superhero. So it's first grade, module 2, lesson 20. And like I said, it's being taught to you by Miss Udiosti, but you can call me Miss U. Before we get started with our lesson, since it's a superhero theme, like you can see right here, if you had a superpower, what would it be? Mine would be teleporting. That would be so cool because I would be able to go from my house to the store because I would have teleportation. So what would be your superpower? Okay, now let's get started. I'm going to move my screen back to the corner. So our math schedule for the day. So first thing, we're going to have math fluency. We're going to be making 10, and then we're going to go over our objective. It's going to go over what does it mean, why is it important, and then once we're done with that, we're going to the lesson, which is just going to be strategy reviews. So I'm going to go ahead and show some strategies that we will be using during our practice problems. So like I said, strategy review and then practice problems. Look at our cool superhero. She's like flying and he's like super fast and he has fire. Okay, so first it's making 10. So for now, you're gonna need a piece of paper and a pencil. And you're gonna go ahead and copy all of these. And once you've found the missing addend that makes this equation true, so it makes it equal to 10, you can go ahead and unpause the video. So pause it to find the missing addend. And then once you've solved all of them, so this one, this one, this one, you can go ahead and hit unpause so that you can see if you got the same answers as me. Okay, now that you've had enough time to go over them and find the missing addends, this one's 8 plus equals 10. This is 7 plus equals 10. 1 plus equals 10. And 19 minus equals 10. 18 minus equals 10, and minus 7 equals 10. So we have some addition and we have some subtraction. Now let's go ahead and see if you got the same answer as me. So the first one was 8 plus equals 10. So the answer, the missing addend was 2. So 8 plus 2 equals 10. Now the next one was 7 plus equals 10. So then the missing addend for that one was 3. 7 plus 3 equals 10. Now the third addition problem was 1 plus equals 10. So 1 plus 9 equals 10. So if you got all three of those, nice work. And if you didn't get all three of them, it's okay. Practice. Practice makes us get better at it. Okay, now let's go on. So the first subtraction one was 19 minus equals 10. So 19 minus 9 makes 10. So if you subtract 9 from 19, you get 10. Okay, next one was 18 minus equals 10. So it's 18 minus 8 equals 10. And the last subtraction was minus 7 equals 10. So 17 minus 7 equals 10. So if you got them all right, good job. If you have a few wrong, it's okay. We just need a little practice, okay? So now let's do these ones. You have to make a 10. So it's 6 plus equals 10. 5 plus equals 10. 2 plus equals 10. So those are the three addition, and then we have 3 subtraction. So it's 15 minus equals 10. 14 minus equals 10. And we have minus 1 equals 10. So now I want you to go ahead and copy these down and then find the missing addend. So pause the video so you can find the missing addend and fill it out. And then once you're done, go ahead and hit unpause so that you can see if you got the same ones as me. Alrighty, now that you've had enough time to go ahead and find the missing addend, let's check your work. Okay, so the first one was 6 plus equals 10. So 6 plus 4 equals 10. The next one was 5 plus equals 10. So the missing addend was 5. 5 plus 5 equals 10. And the last addition one was 2 plus equals 10. What was that? The missing addend was 8. 2 plus 8 equals 10. All right, and then we have 3 subtraction problems. The first one was 15 minus equals 10. 15 minus 5 equals 10. And then we had 14 minus equals 10. 14 minus 4, so the missing addend was 4, equals 10. And then the last one was minus 1 equals 10. So what was the missing addend? 11. 11 minus 1 equals 10. Nice job, my first grade friend. Let's keep on working hard. Okay, so I'm gonna move my screen over here. So our objective is subtract 7, 8, and 9 from teen numbers. And here's our superhero. So what does that mean? Our objective means that we will be able to subtract 7, 8, and 9 from numbers greater than 10. So if we have the numbers 12 minus 7, we'll be able to subtract that, or 12 minus 8, or 9 minus 12. So any of those teen numbers will be able to subtract these 3 numbers right here. So any number from 11 to 20, those are our teen numbers, okay? So why is that important? Okay, so it's important because we have real world problems that require us to subtract from numbers greater than 10. So there's times where we need to know how to subtract 7, 8, and 9 from teen numbers. Many examples could be like you're having a birthday party and you have 15 cupcakes that you made and you invited 8 friends. You need to know how many cupcakes you'll have left so that you can have some when your friends are gone. Or maybe instead of 8 friends, you invited 9 friends. or 7, friends. So you need to know how to subtract those numbers from the original, from the 15 cupcakes you have. Okay, so let's review. So what are the strategies that we can use so that we can subtract 7, 8, or 9? So one of the strategies is number bond. So we've been going over number bonds, but what are they? Let's just do a little fast review about this. And don't worry, you don't have to write this down. Unless you want to have notes, you can go ahead and copy this. So you can pause and hit unpause if you're copying notes, okay? So a number bond is when you decompose a number so you can find the number bonds. So here I have 11 because we're subtracting 7. So I don't know how to subtract 7 from 11. So I would decompose and find a number bond. So I know 1 plus 10 makes 11. So I would have 1, 10 right here. And now I know that I can subtract 7 from 10. So I would circle that. And I know that 10 minus 7 is 3. So 1 plus 3, because the 3 is what's left from the 10 minus 7, and then we have the 1 here. So 1 plus 3 equals 4. So then I know 11 minus 7 equals 4. So this is how you do number bonds. So you can use number bond, or you can do a drawing. So here is 11 minus 7 equals, So we know that 11 minus 7 is 4 because we just solved it, but here I have the drawing version. So I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's in my tens frame. And one more is 11. So I have 11 BAMs. And I need to subtract 7 of them. So I would go ahead and cross out 7. So these are 5, 6, 7. So here we go. And then what I would do is I would count the ones that weren't crossed out because those are not, those I didn't subtract. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. See? 4. We got the same answer. And then the next strategy is count on. So the count on one, we would go ahead and you can use your fist if you don't have counting blocks, which is totally fine, or you can draw something. So I'm going to show you how you would do it. So the count on, it's 11 minus 7, right? And you would start with, you would put your fist up and you go 7. So 7. And then you would go, I'm going to put my screen right next to it. So 7. And then you would say 8. So you would put one finger, 8. Then you go 9. Then you say 10 and 11. So you would end up with 4 fingers. Or if you were drawing it down with the numbers, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 BAMs. Okay, you see how each one matches with it. So then that's the count on strategy. So 11 minus 7 equals 4. So these are 3 strategies that you can use to solve your problems. So you can go ahead and use these for the practice problems now. So here's practice problem. I'm going to move my screen over here. It's the practice problem. It says solve the problems below. Use drawings or number bonds. So it doesn't have the option for count on, but if you feel like the count on strategy is the best one for you, then you can use it, okay? You can use the count on, drawing, or the number bonds, okay? So here I have 11 minus 9 equals, and then the other problem is 11 minus 8 equals, So what I want you to do is to go ahead and get your piece of paper and pencil and copy these problems down and then solve them with either the number bond, the drawing, or the count on strategy, okay? And then once you've solved it and you have your answer, you can hit unpause. So pause to solve it and unpause to see how I did it and if you got the same answer as I did. Okay, now that you've had time to solve your problems, let's go ahead and see if we get the same answers. And remember, if you use a different strategy than the strategy that I use, it's okay. You don't need to worry about it because the strategy doesn't matter, just if we have the same answer. Okay, so 11 minus 9 equals. So I'm going to use the drawing strategy. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's my tens frame. One more, 11. So 11 minus 9. So now I have 11 bams. I need to subtract 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now how many bams are left? 1, 2. So 2 are left. So 11 minus 9 equals 2. Now, that's the answer for that one. Now let's go ahead and solve 11 minus 8 equals. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use the number bond, okay? So I'm going to decompose the 11 because I'm subtracting 8. So I know that 11 could be decomposed into 1 and 10. So those would be its number bonds. So 10, and then we have 1. And now I want to subtract the 8. So I know I can subtract 8 from 10. So 10 minus 8 equals 2. So I have 1 plus 2. And 1 plus 2 equals 3. So 11 minus 8 equals 3. You see 11 minus 9 equals 2. And since you're subtracting 1 less, 11 minus 8, it has to be equal to 3. Nice work. I'm going to move my camera back here. Now let's go ahead and solve this one. Okay, the practice problem. Solve the problems below using drawings or number bonds, but like I said, you can use the count on method if you want. Okay, so copy these two problems, 13 minus 9 equals and 13 minus 8 equals and then go ahead and solve them using one of the strategies, and then once you have solved them, you can hit unpause so that you can compare your work and your answers to mine, okay? Now, let's do 13 minus 9. I'm going to go ahead and use the number bond strategy for this one. So here we go. I'm going to decompose the 13 because I'm subtracting 9. So I know that 13 can be decomposed into 3 and 10. So 3 and 10 are the number bonds. And I can subtract 9 from 10 because I know what 10 minus 9 equals 1. So 3 plus 1 equals 4. So 13 minus 9 equals 4. Nice. So check your answer. Did you get 4 for 13 minus 9? Okay. Now for 13 minus 8, I'm going to go ahead and use the drawings of the BAMs. So 1, 2, I'm going to have 13 because I need to subtract 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is my 10th ring. So I'm going to start another one in the bottom. 11, 12, 13. So there are my 13 BAMs, my drawings. Now I need to subtract 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there. And then I can go ahead and count the ones that I have left. The ones that I didn't subtract are the ones that are not crossed out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 13 minus 8 equals 5. So go ahead, check your work. Did you get 5 for this problem? Okay, good job. Okay, let's do this one. This one says, solve the problems below. Use count on or number bonds. But remember, if you want to use the drawings one, you can. Whichever one works best for you. So go ahead and copy these problems, solve them using your strategy that works best for you, and then hit unpause to compare your answer to mine. Okay? Ready? Now that you've had enough time to solve them and get your answer, let's go ahead and do this together, okay? So I'm going to do 13 minus 7 equals first. So I'm going to do the number bond. So I'm going to decompose this 13 because I know that 13 can be separate or decomposed into 3 plus 10. So 3 plus 10. And I know that I can subtract 7 from 10 because 10 minus 7 is 3. So I'm going to circle that because I know I'm subtracting that. So I have 3 plus 3 equals, I know 3 plus 3 is 6. So 13 minus 7 equals 6. Now for this one, I'm going to use the count on method. So remember, you can use your fist or you can go ahead and draw them with the numbers. So I'm going to do both if you want to. So I'm going to do it with my fist first, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you on the screen how I did it. Okay. So it'd be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it'd be 5. That's how you would use the count on method. So let's do it again on the screen. Ready? So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers are back. So 12 minus 7 equals 5. So good work. Compare your answers to the ones on the screen. And it's okay if you didn't get them right because it's okay. We just can practice some more and we'll get better together. Here's our little superhero guy. Okay, so I'm gonna move my screen all the way over here with this fabulous superhero girl. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and match the equal expressions. So what you can do is that you can go ahead on the same piece of paper or on a different piece of paper if you want. You can go ahead and copy all the problems and put them on one side. So the 16 minus 7, 17 minus 7, 12 minus 8, 14 minus 8. So you can go and put them all on the one side of your paper. So you can put them on the left hand side of the paper, and on the right hand side of the paper, on the other side of the paper, you can do 13 minus 9, 18 minus 9, 15 minus 9, 18 minus 8. And then you can connect them with a line. So once you're done connecting them with the line, you can go ahead and hit unpause. So write down all your problems and then connect them to make them match the ones that they're equal. Because remember, equal means they're both the same value. They'll have the same difference. Okay. So now that you've had time to do them on your own, let's go ahead and do them together. So let's do 16 minus 7. So 16 minus 7. So we can use the count on method. So it would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 7. Oh, 16, my bad. So that would be our answer, and then we go ahead and check it here. And I know that 18 minus 9 is equal to 16 minus 7. Now let's go ahead and see 17 minus 7. So I know that 17 minus 7 is 10, because if you decompose the 17, you can decompose into 7 and 10. The 7 and 10 would be the number bonds. So we have to find one that equals 10. And I know that 18 minus 8 equals 10. So 17 minus 7 is equal to 18 minus 8. They have the same value. Okay. Now let's see, 12 minus 8. So 12 minus 8. What is 12 minus 8? We can go ahead and use the count-on strategy for this one. So be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4. One of them that equals 4. Let's see, 13 minus 9. Does 13 minus 9 equal 4? Let's check. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it made 4. So then we have one more. It's 14 minus 8. So 14 minus 8 has to be equal to 15 minus 9, because they're our last options. So there we go. If you want to go ahead and compare yours, then you can go ahead and compare them to this one. And once you're done comparing, you can hit unpause. So pause to compare and hit unpause to get ready to do the next one. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna move my screen. I'm gonna cover this superhero guy because we need space for the screen. Sorry, little guy. Okay, here we go. It says complete number sentence to make them true. So we have the problems 12 minus 9 equals 12 minus 8 equals and 12 minus 7 equals So you can go ahead and solve all 3 of these problems. You can use the same strategy for all of them, or you can use different strategy for all of them. So go ahead and solve it, and once you're done, you can go ahead and hit unpause so that you can compare your answers to mine. Okay, now that you've had time to go ahead and solve them, let's go ahead and solve them together. So 12 minus 9 equals, that's the first one we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do the count on strategy. So you go 9, 10, 11, 12. So you would have 3 fingers, or you can have 3 drawings. So 1, 2, 3. 12 minus 9 equals 3. Now for this one, we're gonna decompose it and use the number bond strategy. So I'm gonna decompose 12 because I am subtracting 8. So I know that 12 can be decomposed into 2 and 10. So 2 and 10 are its number bonds. Now I can subtract 8 from 10 because I know that 10 minus 8 equals 2. So 2 plus the 2 that are there. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. So 12 minus 8 equals 4. Okay, for the last one, I'm going to go ahead and use the drawing strategy since I've already used the other 2. Okay, so I have 12 minus 7 equals, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw 12 of them, bam. So writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's my 10 string. I need 2 more to make 12. So 10, 11, and 12. So now I have my 12 drawings, and now I have to subtract 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now all I have left to do is count how many are left. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because 3 plus 2 is 5. So 12 minus 7 equals 5. So if you got the same answers as me, good job. If not, it's okay. We can just practice some more. Okay, here's my cool robot hero. I'll put my screen right here. Okay, so now that we finished our lesson, here are some things you can discuss or you can think about. So you can talk about this with an adult or a friend or your brother, your sister, whoever's around, or you can just think to yourself, okay? So the first question is, which strategy do you like best? So which one do you like better? Did you like the count on strategy? Did you like the drawing strategy? Or did you like the number bond one? And why did you like it? And then the next question is, which strategy do you like the least and why? So out of those 3, which one did you not like using a lot? And why didn't you like using it? Was it because it was too much work? It was more difficult to use compared to the other ones? So why? Okay, look at our cool superhero girl right there. All right, so thanks and have a super day, first grade friend. So once again, thank you so much for having me as your math teacher, and I look forward to being with you next time. See you next time, friends.